So we're here with Spectating Random, kind of walk through gameplay and kind of talk about the current state of Warzone, which for a lot of people it's slowly improving. Some people it's getting worse. We'll talk about various things of the game. It sounds like my voice is a little bit weird. It's because I had COVID last week. Already pretty much recovered, but it is what it is, right? So in this particular match, what we're going to end up seeing is kind of how people rotate. This zone isn't going to die slow because it's a big zone, which is good for the zone, right? Stronghold should be opening up in a little bit here. Got like 5 more seconds, 3 more seconds. Strongholds are now available. So now we have the introduction of 5 strongholds. This is a brand new change. And this is one thing that I was kind of talking about online is that Warzone 2, it really doesn't have that like strong identity just yet. Just a heads up, today's video, we do have a sponsor section, which we'll do right now. Today's video is brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends. One of the best parts is Raid's already got a huge community on Reddit and Discord where you can discuss strategies, look for tips and guides, or just post memes and have a blast. And Raid has prepared something special for all new players this Christmas. Download Raid Shadow Legends from the links below, copy your player ID from in-game, and then go to 12 days of raid.polarium.com. Enter your player ID, then set out on the fun festive adventure that lasts 12 days running from December 19th to January 10th. Each day, experience a new chapter of this wintry story and play a new minigame for a chance to win some amazing in-game and real-life prizes, including holiday-themed Raid champions, even Amazon gift cards worth up to $1,000. Existing Raid players, don't think we're leaving you out. You can find a special holiday promo code that everyone can use for a small festive gift. Also, Raid's got something extra special happening now, and they've released a legendary champion based off MMA and pro wrestling legend Ronda Rousey. You can get Ronda for free right now, whether you're a new or longtime player. All you got to do, log in and play Raid for 7 days between now and February 20th. To celebrate Ronda's arrival in Raid, you also get to use promo code RAIDRONDA, available to all users, new and old. To get a bunch of helpful stuff, just enter promo code RAIDRONDA in-game, and all of those goodies can be yours. And if you haven't started playing Raid yet, click my link in the description or scan my QR code on the screen, and you'll get unique bonuses worth $30. We're talking about free epic champion, Tayrel, 200k silver, 1 energy refill, and 1 XP boost, along with 1 ancient shard, so you can summon awesome champions as soon as you get into the game. All this treasure will be waiting for you here at the top right hand of the screen, available for 30 days for new players only. And thank you to Raid for sponsoring today's video. Welcome back. So I think it's in a good state right now. The game is actually in a good state. I think it's still just struggling with its identity. If we look at like one of the originators of the battle royale genre, H1Z1, even if there were other battle royales, that's the one that kind of put battle royales on the map. They introduced a ton of different mechanics. Then you had PUBG, which had lootable backpacks, loot attachments, equip attachments, the way the healing mechanics work. There was a lot of stuff. And you know mechanics are good when they get carried over. Then Fortnite came out, other battle royales in between. But let's say Fortnite came out and they simplified it. They're like, we don't want to deal with attachments. They did a lot of different things. Battle royale, they had building. They introduced the battle pass, which now every game literally copied. They also introduced crossplay on all platforms. You had Apex, which introduced abilities with the legends with abilities. What's this guy gonna buy? Okay, bought his weapons. They're cheaper, only 2,500 now from the buy station. 5,000 is so easy to come up on individually. The loadout situation though, kind of pricey for quad. I think 25,000 is probably pretty easy to get for like a trio for 24,000 needed, but 32 is a little bit of a stretch. Keeping on the same topic, Apex Ultra introduced respawning. Such a good mechanic. At least I believe they did. That Fortnite added the little respawn vehicles so you could respawn your teammates. And then Warzone 1, it introduced a gulag, which was like, oh my god, loadouts, which were huge. And we'll talk a little bit more about loadouts and how they impact the meta. At the end of the day, they don't really impact the meta the way that people think they do, because we had a month essentially without loadouts, and the loadouts that people use day one that I recommended day one are essentially the same guns people have used for the entire month. With or without loadouts, people just go get the 5,000, buy them. They're just cheaper now, so more people have them. So it's like a little bit less RNG in a battle royale, which kind of allows skill to shine through, even though the skill gap isn't that high. We also had buy stations in Warzone 1. I'm sure there's other features, whether, you know, I'm just not thinking about off the top of my head. But this game, it kept a lot of those things. It got rid of a lot of things. But some of the things they kept or added that are unique, at least this genre, in my opinion, is strongholds. So that's AI players introduced primarily because DMZ, in my opinion. I think DMZ They had to build all these, but they couldn't, you know, they want to use the resources everywhere, but who knows, right? AI in a battle royale is kind of weird to me. That's kind of foreign. Even though I'm not the biggest battle royale purist, but they're just chilling, waiting for the next zone, which is a smart move. Heading to buy stations, a lot of buy stations now. So there you got strongholds, right? And they added more of those, which is a nice change. It felt like it was so far, it was impossible to get to a stronghold. And also there wasn't a lot of value in strongholds because you could just go buy your guns, especially since perks didn't work properly or aren't working properly. Whatever you grab doesn't match. So you end up with some issues there. They did the split circles, but it didn't seem like people were liking those because they actually lowered how often you get split circles, which I think it's an interesting concept. I don't know if the idea is flawed or the execution, but either way, I think with tweaking, it could be a really good concept. Nukes, right? Nukes. So few people actually ever see a nuke, interact with the nuke. It just doesn't happen that often. Are you gonna go for it? Not really the kill you want because the fall damage isn't there after you down them. If they have self-revive, they just come back, right? There he is, driving up with the Hummer. So you have the nuke, which almost no one will experience. He's got to push towards you. Oh, is there somebody else near you to the left? There might be a third party. Yeah, that was the original guy. You're dead. Where's he at? Maybe they thought you jumped in the car. That guy baited for you? Oh, it could be like the ultimate help out right here. If the guy's clueless that you're fighting. Oh no, I didn't kill him. Free shot in the back. You heard him. You heard him. Footsteps. Another car. Okay, you can hear the guy jump. Gonna wait for audio. The guy has to hear you, right? He had to have heard you come up. Probably not now, but... Oh, it's so risky because the movement's so slow in this game. If you try to mantle up, you're gonna get caught. Ooh, drill charge. Throw it in the ceiling. Here it is. It might be even higher. The guy might even be higher. Oh no, there's another ladder. See, this is what sucks with the design of this game is he doesn't know there's a ladder right here. To the right. He's gonna get shot in the back. There was literally a ladder there. What the heck are we doing, man? All right, well, either way, like I said, we got the nukes, which are for like 0.001% of players, so they're not really a feature that deserve that much time input into the game, especially if you can't even get leaderboards, combat records, stats to count, anything of value where people are actually interested in seeing themselves improve. I mean, that was a detriment. You have interrogations. I don't know if other games had that. I know other multiplayer games like Rainbow Six works the same. That I know Fortnite had it where you could shake the people. So they kind of copied it from that aspect, but Fortnite added that way later and then they removed it. So I don't know who was the first. Like I wasn't paying attention like that, right? And then you also have the integrations, which that's kind of a cool feature, especially when you cap the player count, right? So if you're playing quads, 2 people DC, you should be able to join up with 2 other people. I think that's okay concept. So you're capped out at 4. That unhinged nonsense, not a fan of that. Dude gets smoked. Played the situation horribly. He runs up there with a long-range weapon that is slow when he could have held the sight line or pushed it with his MP5, which he was so like in tune with earlier on. Luckily, this guy's gonna get the biggest come up here. Already has 4 kills, less than 50 players left in the lobby, so this is kind of how these things go. So what are your guys' thoughts on the current like loadout changes? Because obviously it's so expensive, people aren't getting them anyways, but there's more loadouts to get had because obviously now that we have a situation where you can buy them for cheaper, strongholds are more frequent. On top of that, the stronghold thing, they actually buffed the black sites so that once you get the key, you could head over there. Easy kill. Should have died much quicker than that, but this guy was missing a little bit. Easy little kill there. That guy's dead. Got the black site key, so he cleared the stronghold. Yeah, the black site key is super powerful. Not for this zone because the black site's way over here. It wouldn't really help up until about maybe here. Because I think the range on them is like 600 meters. Which is nuts to have a UAV. Like, especially when it gets center zone. Good RNG. You get the whole map all the way in end zone. It's kind of nuts. This is the meta that we had since launch. RPK and the Fennec. There's been pretty much almost no balancing changes other than akimbo pistols maybe. There's rumors Rebirth is coming season 2. I don't know if that's mid-season 2 or season 2. We still got like 38 days left until that. Then we'll get a roadmap that'll tell us, oh yeah, new Rebirth map. I really thought it would be like season 3 or 4, but I don't even know how well it would play because the mechanics of this game don't lean towards a resurgence mode. I feel like it would be just janky with the looting, the respawns. You wouldn't be able to shoot out of the air. Like, there's a lot of things that they changed, you know? There's a guy down there. They are going to push in. They'll likely grab that vehicle. No, I don't know if they'll grab a vehicle. But you can see him on the hill right there. No, what are you doing? No, don't do that.
Target marked.
I think it's bad play. Waste of a precision. That is like how to not use a precision. You get the down and then you thirst them with the precision. That's pretty much how it works. Or if someone's behind cover and you're kind of out in the open, you can use the precision to rotate with. Or if they are behind cover, then they could push them out of cover. That guy was out in the open. If you did down him, then you still would have to thirst him with the gun. Or, you know. So it just created like a mistake on how to use that thing there. It looks like the enemy used the mortar strike for the rotation. As you can see here, marked it. So this guy had to get out of the way. Lost sight of the target. So they used it a little bit more effectively. As the aggressor, it doesn't really make sense to use it that way. Clean, easy kill here. Free. The guy's right there, down by the little hut. Gun has a very little recoil. Fast reload. Good damage, good bullet velocity, all the good things you need. We know it's a bullet velocity build because it has high velocity in there. Which helps like 40% bullet velocity, which is huge when it comes to hit reg. A lot of there are server issues, but a lot of the bullet reg issues are related to having low bullet velocities on weapons because on average, the bullet velocities on all the builds you can have in this game are lower than we had in Warzone 1. Becomes a bigger issue on SMGs. So where's this guy going to come up on? You can hear gunfire. It was the guy with the white shirt, like the Burger King outfit. So that's not the guy. I don't know where the guy on the left went. There's no way that guy rotated that way. Okay, came up on another precision. That's good. Still 24,000. Might be worth it to get a field upgrade. Are there any... Oh, snipe. He's gonna get sniped. There's a guy on the roof right there. I don't know if he noticed him. Doesn't look like he noticed him by the behavior. You can see he might have noticed him now. He didn't notice him. Okay. And it could be just the guy has a high zoom optic on a rifle or whatever, LMG. So there are 2 buy stations on this side of the zone that they can rotate towards. Hold a UAV for late game, since Ghost is very hard to come by, and even if you do grab it, it doesn't work. So that's the same guy we saw earlier, sniping.
Target marked. Request fire mission.
Just been interesting how the first month or so of the... What are we doing here, bro? Okay. How do people play like this? You choked so hard. At least you got a gulag though, most likely. Should have been pre-aimed. Knew the guy had to push through the gas. Ooh, iron sights. That's if you play independent. You can actually get away with using iron sights in this game. The keyboard and mouse player. Oh, this is a guy from the pregame lobby. Holy. Oh, that guy was on his regain. Poor him. This guy has 5 kills. There's a stronghold nearby, which is kind of annoying. Even if it wasn't a stronghold in game, these ones with the flags, or normally have flags, you can go in there and still loot chests when the stronghold's open. So that's a great way to get cash. I mean, there's so much cash flooding this game if you know all the different nuances of it. Problem is, the game doesn't really tell you much. Still got a little bit of a ways to rotate in. But I feel confident about this guy's, there's no audio in this game. I was about to say I felt confident in his ability to actually do pretty well. But I didn't hear this guy at all. Fritz got mad. He left instantly. He didn't even watch kill cam. He just said stupid footsteps. I guess you can't get overconfident in this game. TTK, very fast. And the audio is not reliable. Can be good. Can be bad. But it's not reliable. That's the only thing that's for certain about it. You heard the glass break? Oh, surprise, surprise, Fennec. There's a Fennec build. Nice. Top 10 situation. You heard the footsteps? There he is. Easy kill. What was that guy doing? He should have baited like he jumped off and then jumped back through the window. I'm surprised he just came up the stairs, clomping his feet super loud. All right, let's see how they make this push. 6 kills, 8 players left. Gonna be able to make it around. Oh, you see one guy. Maybe you didn't see him. All right, smart to use cover to rotate from next spot to next spot. But we know that there's a guy on the right. He could have rotated into here. Somebody did fight here before. No, you're gonna be out of bounds. Maybe just a hair in. Nah, you gotta be out, right? Yep. You can hear the footsteps though. Nice. Insta deleted. Now you gotta rotate up the hill. How are there 5 people in this zone? There's like no buildings. Gonna get held here. So this one's kind of interesting. I feel like I would go hard left, like they're going, all the way hard left. Towards the loadout. Since the loadout's still on the map, it's likely that no one grabbed it yet. No one touched it. So that area is probably the softer side versus where the buildings are. Could be a little bit rough. I don't know. Why don't you... What? We never even got to see their other weapon. Maybe they didn't loot properly? I don't know. TAC 56. Another meta weapon. One of like the 3 long-range options that most people use. Top 4 situation. Yep, so you roll up here. Loadout was already grabbed by somebody right now. Or it's just because it was out of bounds. Ooh. This is a hard one. 4 kills. We should probably rotate. Yeah, this one you can use a precision early. Because you know they have to cross the path. It's a good precision. Oh, a guy got sniped on your right. How do you get... He gets shot on the right, looks left, and that's the end. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Appreciate all the support. Thank you for watching. As always, have a great day.